folks, before we dive into another no BS episode with your favorite cousin Vinny, let me show you something real nice. Look at this beauty right here. Bam! The official My Cousin Vinny keychain. Stainless steel, heavy duty, custom made, and badass. You can slap it on your keys, your bag, or hell, pop it on a chain and wear it like a pendant. Classy, right? Only $25 US and includes free shipping anywhere in North America. Anywhere else in the world, just toss in $5 more for shipping. That's it. Now check this out. We got the My Cousin Vinny shirt too. Full color, custom made, all sizes available, 95% polyester and 5% spandex blend, and it looks friggin' amazing. Just $35 US, same deal, free shipping in North America and $5 extra international. You want one? Easy. Since we don't have a store yet, just go to paypal.me/dualped and send the payment. Make sure to include your full name, full address, phone number, and shirt size. Shirts take about 2 to 3 weeks to show up, unless the post office decides to go on vacation. All of this helps support the channel and keeps these killer videos coming. Let's go, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we fucking go again. Letitia James, the only woman in New York who could make a mortgage application sound like a drug deal. 40 years, 12 fake-ass mortgage forms, and now a $10 million taxpayer-funded legal slush fund? This heifer been cooking paperwork longer than I've been alive. And I died in 1991. Now, I told y'all twice before, this chick is slicker than a grease pig in Harlem on payday, but you ain't believe me. Well, buckle up, because this time I brought backup. Vinny, tell him what the hell this crooked broad been doing.
Thanks, Red. Folks, let me break this shit down so even a New Jersey jury can follow it. Letitia James, Attorney General of New York. Supposed to be the law, right? Yeah? Well, turns out she's been breaking the fucking law longer than she's been the law. We got 12 separate mortgage frauds. Not one, not two, 12. Each time she lied about her property size or who was living in it. You got a building that's clearly a 5-family unit, and she keeps filing it as 1 or 2 family so she can qualify for better loans. That's like saying you drive a Honda Civic when you're really hauling bodies in a fucking school bus. Every time she needed a loan, boom, new lie. 2001, 2003, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2011, 2015, 2017, 2019, 2021. Ain't a year in the 2000s where she didn't put a lie on paper and sign it with a fucking grin. But hold up, it gets fucking better. In 2023, while still the fucking Attorney General, she signs a sworn declaration saying she's gonna make some house in Virginia her primary residence, under penalty of perjury. Then, 2 weeks before that, she sends an email saying this property will not be my primary residence. Boom! That's the fucking smoking gun. That ain't a mistake. That's premeditated bank fraud. You know how many times she did this? With every lender from Chase to Citibank, title companies, brokers, government housing programs. She even got a fucking federal HAMP loan by lying through her teeth. And that shit's meant for struggling homeowners. Meanwhile, she's out here collecting rent on a 5-unit Brooklyn palace while saying it's a fucking duplex. Oh, and one more twist for your ass. She had 2 of her NY Attorney General staff members witness her perjury. That's right, used government employees to sign off on a personal crime. This ain't just fraud. This is government-sponsored bullshit. And now that she's under federal investigation, what does she do? Correct the record? Apologize? Step down? Nah. She grabs $10 million in taxpayer money for her defense fund and calls it a day. A slush fund, paid for by you and me. And it covers legal fees for stuff that has nothing to fucking do with her job as AG. I mean, what the fuck, Red? This woman's been racketeering longer than you've been calling Lamont a dummy.
Enemy, you better preach. Man, let me tell y'all something. This woman's more crooked than a hooker's walk home after a double shift. 12 fake fucking mortgages. Girl, you ain't applying for a loan. You building a fucking scrapbook of lies. She done told more stories than a barbershop full of drunks. You got a 5 fucking unit building, and every year it magically turns into a 4, then a 3, then a 1. You treating real estate like it's Weight Watchers. Losing units like fucking pounds. And the Virginia house? Oh, Lord. This woman said I ain't living there, then swore under oath she was. That's not just fraud. That's double fucking platinum premium deluxe edition fraud. She out here signing shit like it's fan mail. Now, Letitia James, this ain't my house. except on Tuesdays and when the bank's looking. And, oh yeah, I'll bring 2 government employees with me to co-sign the lie. Girl, you turned the New York Attorney General's office into a fucking notary public for crime? Now listen, the part that sends me into orbit, she ain't paying for her lawyers. She stole from the banks, then stole from the taxpayers to defend stealing from the banks. That's not just crime. That's infinity crime. A $10 million legal defense fund from the state. She calling it justice. I call it hustling with a badge. Girl, you better take that fake-ass victim face back to Party City. And why she doing all that? Trump's on trial for saying his building was a little too fancy. But Letitia been falsifying floor plans, residency, relationships, number of fucking doorbells, and she's still up there acting like the sheriff of Moralityville. Letitia James has committed more identity shifts than a drag show during a fucking blackout. One minute she's a tenant, next minute a landlord, next minute a fucking pope of property fraud. But she's still working, still getting paid. You and me pull this shit, we'll be doing 20 fucking years in a cell smaller than her laundry room. But she got a whole army of state workers tapping keyboards and defending her like she Mother Teresa with a fucking mortgage. Oh, it ain't over. I got more. Lot more. Vinny, you better bring out that RICO cannon, because this woman's enterprise makes the Sopranos look like a fucking bake sale.
All right, folks. Class is in session. Today's lesson, RICO 101. A law designed for organized fucking crooks, mob bosses, and apparently state attorneys general who commit mortgage fraud with the consistency of a Catholic nun saying the rosary. See, RICO, the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, is simple. You just gotta prove 3 things. 1, there's a criminal enterprise. 2, there's a pattern of racketeering activity. 3, and the crook, in this case, Ms. James, is tied to that enterprise through those crimes. Let's start with the enterprise. Letitia wasn't out here committing fraud from a basement with a burner phone and a wig. She did it from the fucking Attorney General's office. Used her staff, used her title, used taxpayer resources. That's not an enterprise. That's a fucking cartel in heels. Then there's the pattern. Oh, buddy, this ain't 2 mistakes on a W-2. This is 40 fucking years of bank lies, title lies, occupancy lies, residency lies, and not once did she say, oops, my bad. She just kept going, like it was a fucking rewards program. Lie 3 times, get the 4th mortgage fraud free. She ain't skipped a beat since 1983. She even put husband and wife on a queen's property, but the husband didn't exist. I mean, come on. Even the Easter Bunny wouldn't co-sign that fucking loan. Not unless he was blind drunk and working for Fannie Mae on April Fool's Day. And the big one? Connection to the enterprise. Not only did she direct the lies, she used state employees to witness her perjury. Then when she got caught, she didn't call a private lawyer. She reached into your pocket, grabbed $10 million and said, thanks, suckers, I'll use this to fight the feds. That's fucking RICO, baby. Fraud in the commission, fraud in the cover-up, fraud in the defense, and she still shows up to work like it's just another fucking Tuesday. Let's compare. Typical mortgage fraud, some schmuck lies once to get a house. What Letitia did, multiple states, 12 transactions, over $10 million in benefits, and every single one of those lies paid off. That's not bad luck. That's a system. That's a fucking machine. And while she's throwing the book at Trump over real estate values, she's out here mislabeling her own building for 20 fucking years. Lady, you falsified the number of doors. What's next? Oh no, Your Honor, it ain't a car, it's a bicycle with windows. Let's stop pretending. If this doesn't qualify as a RICO case, then we should throw out the fucking statute and just let every crook run free.
All right, now it's my turn. Mrs. James, I got a verbal belt, and you about to get the whooping your mama should have gave you before you filled out that first mortgage app. You out here falsifying paperwork like it's origami? Girl, you turned mortgage fraud into a craft project. Cut here, fold there, add a fake fucking address, and boom, another $100,000. Oh, I live here. Oh, no, wait, she lives here. Wait, it's a duplex. No, it's a triplex. No, it's a 1-bedroom that identifies as a shed. Girl, pick a fucking floor plan and stick with it. And can we talk about this taxpayer-funded defense fund? $10 million. She dipped into a New York wallet like it was her ex-boyfriend's account and bought herself a legal yacht. Let me tell you something. If I tried that shit, Used state funds to cover my own butt. I'd be doing hard time in a cell so small, I'd have to shower in the fucking sink. You had AG staff watch you lie under oath. That ain't just bold. That's psychotic. You treating government employees like backup dancers in your fraud musical. Sign here, lie there, boom. Welcome to RICO fucking square. You know what else? You remind me of a magician. You keep making your crimes disappear right before folks catch on. Except instead of a rabbit, you pulling excuses out of your fucking ass. And girl, them excuses smell like 40-year-old bullshit sprayed with Chanel number 5. You got more fake fucking declarations than a Nigerian prince with a business plan. More fraudulent paperwork than a pawn shop in Detroit on payday. You've been signing so many fucking lies, your damn pen should be considered an accomplice. Let's keep it real now. This woman lied to banks, lied to feds, lied to the system, lied to herself, and still got a fucking job. Meanwhile, regular folks get denied a loan for having bad handwriting. Ain't that a bitch? Let me break this down for the slow folks in the back. If you or me lied about where we live on a mortgage, they'd show up with a sheriff, a judge, and a U-Haul. And our asses would be on the sidewalk with a fucking sandwich, bag of change, and a bus pass. But Letitia? Nah. She's sitting pretty in her office, flipping through press releases, while her lawyer's drinking Starbucks off our fucking dime. You ever met someone who commits a federal crime and then bills the public for the legal team they hired to deny it? That's Letitia. That's what she did. And if you defend it, you part of the problem. Hello, taxpayer support line. Yeah, I'd like to use your money to fight a charge I definitely committed. Oh, and I'd like to frame myself as the victim too, please. Girl, the only thing you a victim of is your own fucking arrogance. Letitia is the only woman I've seen who could turn a house into a fucking felony. She treats perjury like it's a seasonal hobby. She been committing mortgage fraud so long, I bet her first fucking lie was a crayon. Lady, you better pray this don't go to trial. Because if it does, you ain't gonna need a lawyer. You're gonna need a fucking magician, a miracle, and a shovel. Vinny was right. If this ain't a RICO case, then I guess crime really does pay. If you wear the right suit and smile for the cameras. Letitia, you might be the attorney general. But after this, you just another fucking crook with a title. And baby, that title's about to get revoked.
You heard the facts. You heard the breakdown. You saw the pattern. Not once, not twice, but over 4 fucking decades. Mortgage fraud, falsified documents, perjury, taxpayer fund legal protection, and a building that changed its family count more than a soap opera cast. Letitia James turned her government office into a fraud factory. She wasn't fighting crime. She was running it. And while she's out here throwing the book at Trump and acting like the moral fucking compass of New York, she's been finessing the system like a fucking con artist with a law degree.
And don't give me that fucking shit. This is political garbage. Ain't nothing political about lying for money, bitch. If this was a regular Joe from Brooklyn, they'd be under the jail right now. But since it's a fancy woman in a pantsuit with a title, y'all act like it's complicated fucking paperwork. Let me tell you what it is. It's RICO. It's crime, and it's treason against public trust.
This is exactly the kind of shit that RICO laws were written for. It ain't just about the money. It's about using power, office, and position to commit crimes, cover them up, and keep doing it while everyone else pays the bill. So, to the feds, to the DOJ, to any prosecutor out there with a spine, you want to prove the law still means something? Then fucking charge this lying bitch. Bring the case, because if this don't qualify for RICO, then you might as well burn the whole fucking code book.
You let her slide, then you better let every damn person in jail for mortgage fraud go too. You better open them gates, hand out pardons, and apologize. Because what she pulled, that's a masterclass in corruption. And if you don't punish that, then the system ain't just broken, it's fucking bought.
This was written and produced by Chris Dallas. Best fucking scriptwriter anywhere. And brought to you by 2 men who ain't afraid to tell it like it is. So do your part and hit that subscribe button. Let us know what you think in the comments section, like it, and share the fuck out of it so others can find us.
Yeah. Y'all better subscribe, like, comment, and share this shit, because you sure as hell ain't getting this from CNN, CBS, MSNBC, or from any of the other fucking lying pieces of shit stations that continue to lie to this fucking day. All right. Vinny and I are now out of here.